Archangel Phanuel. If you allow the demonic to fill your head with pride and lies, you will have no room for the humble truth. If you do not serve Yahweh with joy and enthusiasm for the abundant benefits you have received, you will serve the enemies that the Antichrist has sent against you. You will be left hungry, thirsty, naked, and lacking in everything. The demon will put a supernatural yoke on your neck, oppressing you until he destroys you. They defile anyone they come in contact with, but understand in the last days of great stress and will be hard to go through. Many people will become more narcissistic, lovers of money, arrogant, ungrateful, and devoid of natural human affection, lovers of demonic touch rather than lovers of Yahweh. Avoid such people whoever they may be. This siege and distress of the enemy's attack on the land, air, water and your soul will be so severe that you will eat the flesh of your own children to survive. Even the kindest person among you will have no compassion for his fellow man. He will refuse to share with anyone the food he is eating because he fears he will not know the next time he will eat. This will come to fruition for mankind for living a lifetime of gaslight lies against the true Savior, Yahweh, imposed by the Catholic Church. Here is the real truth about the man-made religion headquartered by the Vatican leadership of the Catholic Church. The Catholic religion and its infinity of saints was a demonic creation as a means of manipulation, business, and financial gain. No souls are saved by the Catholic Church, not even one. The world got to this point by gradual gaslighting by the Catholic Church and descendants of Cain. In the terms of mankind's concept of time, this is the timeline that Yahweh observed the Catholic Church whitewashing the minds of man with stolen valor and unholiness as they mocked Yahweh. In 325, at the Council of Nicaea, Constantine the Great created the Catholic Church after a genocide of 45,000 African Jews. Religious books of all the cities of conquered African lands were confiscated and the creation of the book called the Bible was introduced to mankind. The word Bible was merely a fertility deity's name in a town called Byblos. In the year 327, Constantine, known as the Emperor of Rome, orders so-called scholars to translate the Vulgate scriptures into Latin, and to change the Hebrew proper names for pagan names such as Jesus, adulterating the scriptures and mocking Yahweh. The following lies were made a part of Catholic culture in years to follow the creation of the Bible. In year 43, the Virgin Mary is invented. Purgatory is invented in the year 594. In 610, the title of Pope is invented. Worship of pagan deities is imposed in 688. One of the biggest infractions occurred in 995 when the word holy was implemented to replace the meaning of kadosh, which means set apart. In 1079, the celibacy of the priests is imposed to cover up the actions of the lustful predators of children, mainly young boys in the Catholic religion. The year 1090 brought with it the prayer of the Rosary. In 1215, confession is imposed upon priests. This is the largest conflict of interest and hypocrisy the Church may have ever done. In 1311, baptism is imposed on children to be performed by priests who were mere demons with the sins of child molestation on their hands, leading to the invention of the Immaculate Conception in 1854. In 1870, the Church forced the mandate that the Pope is infallible and is the closest entity on earth to God and the entity they called Jesus. This, among many other things, was meant to enslave man's brain and soul in order for him to follow without critical thinking the teachings of the demonic Catholic Church, where outward beauty is celebrated and glorified. People easily forget that Yahweh looks beyond the physical and into the heart. A person may be adorned with the finest clothes, but what lies beneath the surface is more important. Woe to the demonic hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of the bones of the dead and everything unclean. Focusing on polishing outward appearances while neglecting the state of your souls is a sin. True beauty is not skin deep, it is found in a heart that is alive to Yahweh. Your message: do not be deceived by the illusion of physical beauty endorsed by the demonic. Instead, seek to cultivate a beauty that radiates from within, a beauty that is rooted in a relationship with Yahshua, the one and only way to Yahweh, the one who endures eternally, and never yields to the whispers of the demonic. Seek Yahweh.